At Tennis Zone, we're giving away a tennis racket worth up to $120 of your choice to thank you for the support you've been giving us on our videos. To participate, you just need to subscribe and comment on the video. The winner will be announced on October 25th. Good luck to everyone, and don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy the video. Jannik Sinner on his relationship with Carlos Alcaraz. We're quite similar off the court. In 2024, Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz have established themselves as the two strongest players on the circuit, creating an exciting rivalry that has captured the attention of the tennis world. After their recent match in the final of the China Open, where the Spaniard emerged victorious, both players traveled together to Shanghai, sparking speculation about their personal relationship. However, Alcaraz was clear in stating that they are not close friends. Sinner, for his part, shared his perspective on this dynamic. In a recent interview, the world number one explained that despite the on-court rivalry, they are quite similar off the court. "Well, I feel like it's pretty easy for us, because I feel like we are quite similar as human beings off the court," said the US Open champion. "On the court, we're a bit different, because that's natural. But, off the court, I listen to him, and I get the sense that he likes to surround himself with close people, just like I do," the Italian added. The world number one also acknowledged the positive impact Alcaraz has on his development as a player. "He pushes me to get better," Sinner affirmed, reflecting the mutual respect that exists between the two. "Obviously, on the court, we try to win, we try to have a great battle, as we always do. He pushes me to do better, which is a good thing because it makes me want to improve my game in the coming days or, in the off-season, where you're going to practice for that." As both players continue to compete at the highest level, it is clear that their rivalry is not only based on competition but also on a deep respect and mutual understanding. The interaction between Sinner and Alcaraz promises to excite the tennis world for years to come, picking up where the legendary members of the Big Three left off. Jannik Sinner and Anna Kalinskaya deny wedding rumors. Jannik Sinner and Anna Kalinskaya are not getting married. The news had emerged a few days ago from New York. Many tabloids had reported the supposed proposal by the world number one in tennis to Anna, asking her to marry him. However, it turned out to be a hoax. Jannik, by his own admission, has never proposed to Anna. Nothing of the sort happened at the Afro party organized at Chelsea Market in New York by renowned event planner Unique Ernest, which both tennis players attended together after the US Open. Jannik Sinner and Anna Kalinskaya, the wedding hoax in view. Marriage to Sinner, Anna Kalinskaya denies it. In this regard, Anna Kalinskaya also issued a denial, writing in one of her Instagram stories, "To clarify things about the fake rumors, this is not true." First, the clarification was in English, then in Russian. "Thank you all for the compliments, but it's false." This message was made even clearer by her choice of the famous Beyoncé hit single "Ladies, Put a Ring on It." Sinner and Anna, no marriage. Jannik Sinner and Anna Kalinskaya are not getting married, at least for now. The news of the supposed wedding between the two tennis players had emerged last week, but it was denied by the world number one in the ATP rankings. "I've heard that news, and it's something new to me too," he said laughing. "I haven't made any proposals, nothing happened. I've read what's been written about the US Open, but it's fake news. None of that happened." The Sinner-Alcaraz showdown highlights an issue in tennis. Let's hope WADA doesn't ruin it. Tennis has been in awe for a couple of years now. No one, even the most optimistic, could have imagined that right after the best generation in history, two players would emerge capable of taking up the mantle and sparking a rivalry that could one day compare to the likes of Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and Novak Djokovic. Years ago, there was a lot of concern in the tennis industry about what would happen after the Big Three. But that future is now more than secure with Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner as the flag bearers of the new generation. The present is theirs, and so is the future, at least until someone or something says otherwise. They're following in the footsteps of the Big Three in terms of level. I hope Roger, Novak, and Rafa aren't listening, but in terms of pure level, when Sinner and Alcaraz are at their prime, I don't think anyone has played better tennis, said tennis legend Mats Wilander. Their latest battle, the final of the ATP 500 in Beijing, ended with a 6-7, 6-8, 6-4, and 7-6, 7-3 victory for Alcaraz after 3 hours and 21 minutes, confirming that they are the chosen ones. With just 23 and 21 years of age, Sinner and Alcaraz have already faced each other 10 times, with a 5-5 balance, and have delivered several matches that will go down in tennis history. Tennis needs a rivalry like this to keep the current audience engaged and attract new generations, who are increasingly reluctant to sit down and watch a 2 or 3 hour match. In the era of immediacy and highlights, Sinner and Alcaraz are the main stars. And the match in Beijing was yet another demonstration. When Yannick and I face each other, I think it's very good for tennis. We play very intense, very close matches, with great points and good exchanges, Alcaraz said in Beijing, where hours after the final he took a private flight with Sinner to Shanghai. Probably, people who don't watch tennis will start to watch it or even play it because of these kinds of matches. I think it's something very good for the sport. It would be even better if more players emerged on the scene, just as Novak Djokovic came along to complement the Federer-Nadal rivalry. For now, no one born in the 2000s dares to challenge Alcaraz and Sinner. Holger Rune and Lorenzo Musetti are perhaps the closest, but they are still far behind. Without someone to slow them down, the only thing that could do so is something external. A drop in performance? Maybe. Injuries? This enemy always eventually appears. But right now, the main threat to the rivalry is the doping shadow looming over the red-haired Italian. After 20 years of incredible matches between the big three, I didn't think it would be possible to have such an amazing rivalry so soon. The Alcaraz-Sinner rivalry is gold for tennis. Over the next 10 years, we'll see a lot of great matches with these two. Hopefully. Let's hope WADA doesn't ruin it, tweeted Brad Gilbert, former coach of legends like Andre Agassi, Andy Roddick, and Andy Murray, this Wednesday. That "let's hope WADA doesn't ruin it" perfectly summarizes the predicament the tennis industry is in and hints at what will be at stake when hearings for the case begin at the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS. Even though the ATP breathed a sigh of relief in late August when the International Tennis Integrity Agency cleared Sinner after 2 positive tests for clostebol in March, the case remains unresolved. The ISHA accepted the world number one's explanation that the banned substance entered his system through contamination in which he was not negligent. His physio suffered a cut on his finger, applied a healing cream with clostebol, and then gave the player a massage without gloves. All the documentation was then analyzed by the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, which exercised its right to appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport in Lausanne. WADA is seeking a 1 to 2 year suspension for the world number one, something that would be a devastating blow not only to Sinner but also to tennis and the rivalry that is poised to define an era. The ball is now in CAS's court. The future of tennis hangs in the balance. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, because here at Tennis Zone, we are dedicated to bringing you the best information for the best audience, sharing in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and complete coverage of everything related to the world of tennis. Join our community and be part of the excitement of tournaments with us. Additionally, at Tennis Zone, we strive to offer you updated and quality content about the players, tournaments, strategies, and the most relevant events in the world of tennis.